Hey, this is Ben Solomon, and welcome to this episode of the Techno Leadership Show. In this episode, we're going to be talking about how to write an effective cover letter for a junior technical role. So, in a junior role, depending on how you're getting into it, some of you might do a degree or something and want to go straight into working in a junior role. Others might finish school or whatever it might be, do some sort of certificate course, or you might just have interest in that area and want to apply for something that's an entry-level role. So what do you do in those sort of circumstances? There is an unfortunate thing that I've seen and I've experienced as well, that even entry-level roles paying peanuts ask for experience. Now, I've had, frustration after frustration in my earlier days, especially after I moved to Australia, around applying for roles, even though I had experience before I came to Australia in IT, in working for companies that supported big tech giants. None of that almost mattered. But I can empathize with people who are trying to get into a technology role, applying for job after job after job at entry level with entry level peanut pay and not get it. And a lot of the times, the things I see with these sort of applications, sometimes the cover letter is completely missing. It shows a sense of you haven't really put in the effort to apply for the role, and that could come from being jaded. I'm not denying that at all. But unfortunately, when people on the other side see, they go, oh, this person hasn't even put in the effort to write a cover letter presenting themselves as the ideal candidate for this role. Look, I believe now, knowing what I know, that your cover letter is like a marketing piece. So you write it in a way where you show people why they benefit from employing you or giving you the interview, basically, at least that you're selling yourself, that you are someone that they should interview. And in a lot of organizations, you have a lot of applications coming through. So you've got to think about how you can be valuable to them. And this is something I didn't know when I was in a junior or trying to apply for junior roles. I was thinking, I can do blah, I can do blah. It was all about me focused. But as I learned about you focus, i.e. focusing on them, the company, the manager, the team, that sort of aspect, it helped me not only write better cover letters, but also it meant when I went into interviews, I could focus on them, the value that they would get if they gave me the opportunity, but without pointing it as me, rather saying, you are looking to do X, so I will be able to help you do. And that's the thing. These are things that I didn't learn from any degree that I did, because I did bachelor's in engineering, master's in management information systems and managing teams, and as part of that I did HR and all that sort of thing, but none of it really covered these core aspects of human psychology, of what people are looking for in these roles. So if you can focus more on the value that you bring to the role, to the company, that will make you stand out from the pack. So hundreds of people applying for roles, you'd be one of the few people that follows this principle of focusing on them and the value that you can bring them, that you have a higher probability of getting the interview. And in the interview, if you keep focusing on them and the value that you can bring to them and the pain that you can alleviate for them, the higher likelihood that you'll also get the job. It's the old adage of what's in it for me. Everyone has that feeling. Everyone feels like, what's in it for me. So if we can address that, that gives us a higher upper hand in our job search process. You still will have to apply for a lot of roles and all that, but it still gives you that upper hand. And we're looking for tiny 1% improvements in multiple areas that completely creates an exponentially higher chance that your CV is looked at, you're called for the interview, and you're given the job at that start. As you go into senior roles, it changes a little bit, but again, when you're writing your CV, it's going to still be the you-focused thing. But I'll cover that in a future video. But for this video, what I've found has worked in cover letters is usually keeping it to about 1 page. I don't think, especially for junior roles, you don't really need to go beyond that 1 page, 1 A4 sheet amount in 11 or 12 size font. And basically addressing the person that's noted in the job ad. Preferably, it would be good if you can pick up the phone and give them a call and find out, a bit more about the role. But that gives you an opportunity to get to know them a tiny bit, build some rapport, and figure out how you can add value, what kind of pain points you could be alleviating for that person if they employ you. And then address it to that person, and the first paragraph usually is based on what I've seen in the job ad, and you put the ad number and the title of the ad. You are looking for a person who is da, 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 da. And then in the lines after that, tell stories about how you embody those needs. So you might be something like, based on the job advertisement, you're looking for a detail-oriented system admin who can ensure that everything is running perfectly, maintained to standards and processes. And with my previous experience where I was working with whatever fast food company or whatever it might be, I was able to get this done according to processes, ensured that the details were taken care of, and was able to get this result for my team. So that now shows that you have the skills to be able to do what's required from a transposing of the skills. But you may not have the technical knowledge as such yet, where you go in the second paragraph going, I currently have experience with whatever you might already have experience with, but am learning, or I'm looking to learn and continue to upgrade my skills and provide value if given the opportunity to work at your company. So that's, again, putting it back at them saying, look, I will do whatever it takes to upskill, take it on myself, take responsibility for myself, upskill, and bring value into the role if I'm given the opportunity. And then, thank them and send that. And then your CV, again, I'll talk about that in a future episode. For entry level, it'll be short, sweet, to the point. But again, utilize the summary aspect of the CV or resume, depending on which country you're in, to highlight your strong points. And to do all that, I'm hoping that you've gone through season 1 and figured out what your strengths are, what your natural strengths and talents and skills are, what are the experiences you've got, and how you can bring it all together in a way that adds value to the role that you're applying for. So hopefully that's helped you out. It gives you some idea of how to write a cover letter for a junior technical role in a manner that highlights you and positions you as the right person who brings value to them in the role that they've advertised. I wish you all the best in your journey as a tech professional, manager, and leader. And if you liked the episode, hit the like button, please. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do hit the subscribe button so that you're notified of future episodes that come out. Take care and have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.